Abandoned and starving at 14, I was nothing to my parents until my uncle died and left me millions. They came back demanding everything, but a secret clause in the will destroyed their greed in one blow. When I was 14, my parents basically rage quit parenting. No dramatic speech, no tearful goodbye, just a crusty sticky note on the fridge saying, "Stay with Aunt Miranda. We'll figure things out." Spoiler, they never figured anything. They packed their suitcases dipped with a borrowed car, and left me with an empty pantry and a dead phone battery. Aunt Miranda wasn't the cozy sweater cookie baking type. Nah, she was ex-military, silver hair in a tight bun, and the stare of someone who could snap a ruler in half just by looking at it. First thing she said was, "If you're staying here, you follow my schedule. Don't like it? Door's right there." I rolled my eyes so hard they nearly fell out, but I stayed. Because where else was I gonna go? Her house ran on rules tighter than Wi-Fi passwords in rich neighborhoods. 6 a.m., wake up, chores before school, no phones at dinner, and complaining counts as cardio. I tested her constantly. Skipped chores, stayed out late, blasted music just to see if she'd crack. She never did. She just handed me consequences like they were coupons. Lose your attitude or lose your weekend, pick one. Annoying as she was, she showed up for me. Every single time. She helped with homework. Taught me how to cook something that wasn't instant noodles. Even sat with me when I broke down on my 16th birthday because my parents didn't call. Again. When I turned 17, she adopted me. Papers signed, name changed, whole thing legit. I pretended not to care, but I still have that pen she used. Don't tell her. Fast forward, by 25, she trusted me enough to run half of her security consulting firm. By 29, she stepped back because of a heart condition, and I was handling everything clients, contracts, chaos. And then, last winter, she passed away quietly in her sleep. No drama, just gone. The house felt colder than usual. A week later, I walked into her lawyer's office expecting to hear about charity, donations, or some foundation she secretly funded. What I did not expect was to see my biological parents sitting there like they were auditioning for World's Fakest Sweethearts. 14 years of silence, and they popped up like malware. My mom gasped, "Liam? Honey, look at you." Dad gave me the proud father nod he absolutely did not earn. The lawyer started reading the will. Turns out Miranda left everything to me, her house, the firm, stocks, savings, everything she built. My parents perked up like pigeons spotting breadcrumbs. Then they started their performance. Mom clasped her hands dramatically. "Sweetie, you're too young to handle a company. You need family support." Dad chimed in, "We should co-manage the assets." For stability. I almost laughed. For their stability, maybe. Then the lawyer pulled out the twist. "Before passing, Miranda filed a restraining declaration against both of you." They froze. "Also," he continued, sliding over a thick folder, "she documented every attempt you made to contact her for money over the years, including threats. So legally, you have zero standing." Mom tried to deny it, but the screenshot said otherwise. And then came the kill shot. "If either of you attempts to contest the will, the entire estate automatically transfers to the Veterans Mental Health Fund. There are..." Faces dropped so fast I'm surprised gravity didn't file a complaint. I leaned back, smiled, and said, "Go ahead, try me. I'd love to see you donate everything you think you're owed." Security escorted them out, while they screamed about blood, ties, and ungrateful children. The irony? They're the ones who walked away. Now I run Miranda's company. Revenue's up, contracts booming, new HQ in construction. As for my parents, last I heard, they're still out. They're blaming everyone but themselves, shrinking in their own bitterness while I grow in a life they abandoned. Some people lose you and level up. Some people lose you and fall apart. Guess which ones they are.